Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I've got a bad habit of people running into me while I'm driving, so I figured putting a little bit of extra light on the back of my truck to let them know not to run into me wouldn't be a bad idea. So today we are installing one of these. This is a additional brake light and turn signal that will flash on and off when my brake lights turn on and off. I'm going to show you how to install it. You can get this done in about 5 minutes. So this is the bar that I went with. This is a LED light bar from TrueMods, and I went with it for two reasons. The first is that this is an actual bar. It's rigid. It's not one of those little rollout ones, so this should hold up a little bit better. There's a little bit more meat to this one. And the other reason is right here in the middle, there are white LEDs for your reverse lights. Now this thing wires in straight through your trailer wiring right here. However, if you don't have trailer wiring, it does come with this, and you can just tap into your turn signals and running lights with this. Now to get your reverse lights to work, it does have this extra wire because a 4-pin harness does not have a reverse light, so we are going to wire this into our reverse light bulb right there to get it all working. So let's get started with the install. And the first thing we have to do is determine the mounting location. Now it's going to mount right along there. So with the tail light closed, it'll be seen right there. So before you go ahead and purchase one of these, you want to make sure that you've got an area that is nice and flat that you can put this on with our truck, no problem. So we're going to get started prepping the area with rubbing alcohol, getting it clean so we can install this thing. And before you actually go to install it, you want to plug your harness in and turn on your turn signals and make sure you have it orientated correctly. If you put this on backwards, you're kind of out of luck. There's not a whole lot you can do other than redoing the wiring or buying a new one, because you're not going to be able to really get it off if you use the 3M adhesive. The next thing I did was I put it up on the back of the truck without removing the adhesive, got it nice and centered right there, and then we're going to mark with a Sharpie just a little dot on the edge to make sure that we've got this thing centered. With that done, we can remove the protectant over the adhesive very carefully, so when we get this thing stuck to everything else underneath here, we can put her in place. Then you want to go along the entire line of it, press it down really, really firm. Make sure that adhesive has got grip all the way across. Next, our wiring can get tucked in behind the bumper. And then in my case, we're going to sneak the wiring up underneath the license plate and plug it in. So now it's time to address the brake light. Now, this is the brake light wire that goes down to the light. I've weaved it up through the brake light hole, and we're going to attach it now to our brake light. This is optional. If you don't want the brake light, you don't have to do this, but we're going to do it. We're going to tap right into the positive right there. But one thing I'm not a fan of is this is just a bare wire. So what we're going to do is we're going to loom it. So we're going to run this through wiring loom on our way up to this to protect the wire a little bit better. Well, let's get started. So we've referenced our wiring diagram, and the yellow wire is the one that we are going to tap into. You want to get the positive on your reverse light. So we're going to go in and make some little cuts here in the insulation. Every vehicle is going to be different, so you're going to want to reference your vehicle's manual to figure out what wire you're going to be tapping here. So you can see there I've got my little bit of wire there exposed. Now you could use a wire tap instead of doing all this, but I'm choosing to do it this way. This way seems to be a little bit more weatherproof and a little bit more permanent. So now we'll trim our brake light wire here to length, strip the end of it, run the new wire through that hole, twist it on itself. Then to make my life easier, because I only have two hands, I'm going to just temporarily tape everything in place with some packing tape while we solder everything in place. Perfect. And come in here with a little piece of electrical tape. With that done, we're going to take our wiring loom. This stuff is split, so you can just kind of feed it right over the wire. We're going to start running that down inside the truck. So now with all the wiring done and the loom on the wire, we button the taillight back up, and we're going to go back underneath the truck and make sure all of our wiring is zip tied in so it doesn't catch on anything. And once you've got all your wiring tucked away under here so you don't catch anything going down the road, your install is done. And now there's only one thing left to do, and that is test everything out. You want to test and make sure that your hazards, your left, your right, your backup light, and your brake lights all come on. Also, we're showing off how well these things light up at night and how bright they are. This should hopefully prevent other cars from plowing into the back of me again in the future. So I hope this video helped you out. Like I said, I will have the link for this thing down in the description below. There's a lot of different options, so make sure you pick the right one for your vehicle. And I hope if you install this, it does keep you a little bit safer on the road. Now, if this video helped you out, please give it a great big thumbs up. Go down below and hit that subscribe button because we got lots more automotive DIY stuff coming your way. Leave me a comment. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see on the channel. And of course, thanks for watching.